It can be really hard starting a new high school. Doing the TEAMcorps program gave me the skills that I need to talk to others and be myself. TEAMcorps gave me confidence and the ability to communicate.
TEAMcorps is a 16-day program that brings high school students together to become more self-efficient, communicative, motivated, and goal-driven to succeed in high school. Trained TEAMcorps facilitators introduce challenge initiatives that groups of students must problem solve. In the process, students step up to leadership, organizing and executing a plan, then revising and executing again until a goal is reached.
Students come in and they see these challenges, and initially they look like silly challenges and they seem so easy. And the students try the challenges once and they want to give up because, oh, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. And then they keep working and they keep working, and it's usually the most stubborn kid in class who's the kid that you don't necessarily like having in class, but out in the field, the student is amazing and he becomes the problem solver and he becomes the leader of the group.
In our school day, we are pretty much bound by what we teach, our curriculum, and I believe that anytime we can get the students involved in this kind of activity, that it's worth it. We are huge advocates of the social emotional learning piece, so we have always tried to find a place for this program.
Students test their skills during a day trip to a low ropes challenge course in the middle of the 16-day program. The day trip puts students into new groups different from the ones they've been working with at school. No longer in their comfort zone, students must step up in an unfamiliar group. When the students find they can transfer their new skills here, they understand that they are now able to use these skills at school, on the job, and in personal relationships. JCYS TEAMcorps aligns closely with the Illinois state standards in social emotional learning. The first goal, develop self-awareness and self-management skills. The second goal, build interpersonal skills to establish positive relationships. And the third goal, demonstrate decision-making skills and responsible behaviors. The 16-day program culminates in an overnight trip to JCYS Camp Henry Horner. For many students, this is their first time out of an urban environment. The students are met with the challenge of a high ropes course. Once more out of their comfort zone, they have the challenge of overcoming perceived fears and limitations. They get direction and encouragement from their classmates, which strengthens their belief in themselves and one another. The evening includes a discussion group around school issues, a campfire, and social time. The trip serves to be an empowering, oftentimes life-changing experience.
Probably the best feedback is from teachers who were reluctant to begin with the program, and by the end of the program they were believers and were saying how much the kids loved it and how much they got from it.
I've definitely seen lots of breakthroughs from my students.
I noticed that a lot of the students are now helping each other out more in class.
Students undergo a great transformation both in confidence in themselves and in their team and their ability to work with others who they may or may not have worked with before.
We had those students that were kind of quiet and have all the ideas that never get a chance to speak, and we've been able to see some of those students kind of step forth and give ideas to students that were always the ones that were talking.
The wall came down and they felt, open, and that they weren't intimidated anymore.
To see students that normally would not interact with each other, depending on each other, listening and trusting. It was an amazing experience, and a lot of friendships grew out of that.
And ultimately that's what you need once you get out of the high school and you get on with life and you have jobs and careers. You've got to learn how to be that team player and how to be that leader when it's necessary for you to be the leader, and also be that person that's being supportive.
TEAMcorps' second segment of programming is Life Skills Inventory. Students document their service learning, home-based work, clubs, achievements, and awards. The result is a resume which students can use for job and college applications.
What they think is as simple as caring for their little brother or sister or taking care of their elderly grandparents actually is something that has taught them responsibility and organization and skills that are actually needed in a workplace, and maybe help them fill out this college application where those same qualities might be valued.
All of our programs are supported by pre- and post surveys to produce measurable outcomes. These surveys consistently show tremendous growth in problem solving, communication, accountability, and networking abilities. Students begin to understand that they have the power to make choices and to find support to drive their future in high school, college, and career. They find their own strength, their own voice, and how to share it with the world.